It evolves quick, man. You got to stay on top of it. Luckily, Matt is very hip with the times and the technology.
And my business card is going to say Lightwave.
Hip as it gets.
Very hip. That's my motto.
But he is definitely the man for the job. I'm going to put his info in the video again and share that. I've shared it in the past, but if you're in LA and you need some smart home stuff or security,
call me Get Hip.
Get hip. There you go. You got a slogan now. Lightwave, get hip. Welcome to Design and Invest. I am your host, William John Raitt. Today we'll be doing a ride-along episode. Our first stop, we are in front of it, the Edwin property, checking in. We're inching towards the finish line. Right now, the guys are working on concrete. The stonework should be completed. We're going to go check on that, as well as the all the cabinetry and such. So really, it's just checking in with the trades, make sure people are doing what needs to be done. Matt, the smart home guy, is also here from Lightwave. We'll talk to him real quick and see how things are progressing there with the security system, with the electronic strikes, etc., etc. Let's jump in and start our day. All right, the concrete guys are done with the front. All these pathways over here leading to the front door, to the stairs. This is complete. Now they're working on the back where the pool side is and the coping and all of that stuff. So let's go check it out. See how it's looking. Landscaper is hard at work as well. You have all of the hedges here against this back wall. These are portocarpus. We also use these over at the Wallgrove property and a bunch of other properties. I think we use them at the Greenfield property as well. If you look over here, you'll see how they're gonna grow. The neighbor has them in place as well. You see? See how tall those hedge up? These will look just like that in no time. And really canopy the space and bring that privacy that this buyer is going to require. So. All right, I am here with Roosevelt. He is with Faulkner Construction. He is a concrete expert. We use him for a lot of jobs. He's doing all the, what do you call this, top cast or?
Top cast.
Top cast for all the pools around. We have the old owner had tiles in his whole back area, so when we chipped them off, it was so imperfect and just ugly. The best way to do it after consulting with him was to put a top layer. And
put a top layer on it, yeah. And the finish of it is a top cast finish, which is really popular with a lot of custom concrete jobs.
And you get to put like stress joints and things like that in there.
Definitely. And we want to cut it just for stress joints and then also cosmetic for looks as well. Yeah.
How long you been doing this for?
33 years.
33 years. Yeah. Wow, that is a long time. Mostly concrete work?
Yes. Yeah, started in '86 with my dad.
Wow.
10 generations of doing concrete.
Man, I didn't know that. That's quite impressive.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I thought it was going to be an easy, just sort of skim what's here because there is concrete down, but it's just way easier to put the rebar and put how much, like 3 inches or 2 inches?
3
inches of concrete right on top of this concrete with the rebar.
With the rebar and also a Buckeye fiber in the concrete as well.
Does that strengthen it or something?
Yes, it has a Buckeye fiber in it and also rebar as well. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. And so this is going to be super smooth. He's also going straight to the coping. We're going to buff out the coping so it's all the same level. Are you going to do a little design around the coping with the? I know you did in the front. You did some sort of lines.
Yeah, we did it. We could possibly just.
No, I'm gonna leave it to you. This is what you do. So.
Yeah, maybe we'll do something like that just to separate it. 6-inch line going a border going around it.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe it'll give it a nice look.
All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna let you get back to work. Thank you for. Do you have a card? I want to put your information in the vlog as well.
Okay, I'll give one to you.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And so, how are you gonna treat the front stairs? I know that the stairs get a little tricky. It's like a domino effect.
Yeah.
With those.
Stairs we're gonna use what we call overlay. So we gotta grind all of that stucco off of it, get it down to smooth, patch the holes, and then we have an overlay that we're gonna go over the stairs with.
Okay, and then you just sort of skim those all the way down?
Yeah, just skim them all the way down.
Okay.
Put like a nice brush finish on them.
Sounds like a plan to me. Concrete, I don't know a ton about. I usually just have new driveways and stuff like that put in. Rarely do I do work like this, so it's really good to have that kind of education as well for me, knowing that if I get in a situation like this again, call the master and he takes care of it. Right. But he flushed out the drains here and checked all the drains, and he said, thank God we're okay there.
All the water's going out, flushing out right through your pipe, your exit pipe out there at the front gate. We put the hoses in. It took a minute to flush them out.
Yeah.
Once we ran it for a while,
I was a little worried about that. I knew I was going to have to put new finish on everything, but they weren't plugged with the right stuff to stop debris from getting in. So I'm glad that they flushed out okay.
It was a concern. But once we, when we first started flushing them, it was kind of backing up a little bit. But then I put that
water jet.
And shot them on through.
Cool. All right. Well, let me let you get back. Thank you so much, man.
Okay, John, thanks.
It's looking really good so far. All right. I'm here with Matt Lightwave doing his thing, and Roosevelt's downstairs doing his thing on the concrete. Where do we stand right now on this job? How are we looking?
So right now I'm terminating the cables. We've got lots of coax and Cat 6 everywhere. Putting these little ends on there. So you hook in, make it work.
Nice. So this is like a little den up here, kind of a workstation, but we have it all lit up so you can put a TV here. Kids can play video games up here or what have you.
An intercom right here. So if somebody comes to the gate, we talk to them here, buzz them in.
Yeah, then we have all that hooked up to the electronic strike on the gate, which will be going back in. They had to take it off so that way that we poured the concrete. They're gonna put it back. The strike's in place, everything's good with that? You're in communication with the gate guy?
Yeah.
Cool. Talk to me real quick about the zones for the speakers and the cameras and all that stuff.
So here in the master, we got 2 speakers left and right there.
Okay.
Out here in the balcony, we got 2 speakers, the master balcony, and then here in the master bathroom, we got speakers here.
Okay.
Here.
Is this on the same zone, these 2?
Yeah, so the master bedroom, master bathroom in the same zone. The backyard, the master balcony, separate zone.
And those can be changed.
Right here is a separate zone.
You could change those later too, right? And if they decide to put these on the separate.
Everything's hardwired back to the rack downstairs, so you can put another amp. You could change things.
Exciting. And did you have any problems with the cameras? Were you able to figure out
I got everything in. So
the stucco guy cut the cords on most of his cameras,
for sure.
And so he had to
Yeah, it's tricky, but they're all working right now.
Good job.
Except for one, I just don't have yet.
Okay.
We got 9 of them.
Cool. And we have internet now. Everything's
So if you're ready, I can put it on your phone.
Sweet. And then everything's starting to work. The speakers, or you haven't gotten to the programming yet?
Just a little programming.
Awesome. Awesome. This home, we're doing a pretty sick system, very similar to the wall grow system that he did for us. And at this one, it's a little toned down from that. There, I think it was a lot more zones.
So there's new stuff that's here that wasn't a wall grow. Like the intercom system here is nicer. The brilliant keypads are nicer, so there's still new stuff that's
It evolves quick, man. You got to stay on top of it. Luckily, Matt is very hip with the times and the technology.
And my business card is going to say Lightwave.
Hip as it gets.
Very hip. That's my model.
But he is definitely the man for the job. I'm going to put his info in the video again and share that. I've shared it in the past, but if you're in LA and you need some smart home stuff or security,
call me. Get hip.
Get hip. There you go. You got a slogan now. Lightwave. Get hip.
That's it.
In the kitchen, we were doing the same thing as we did over at St. Andrews, right? Like with the monitor on the...
Center monitor there. You see all the cameras. There's a lot of cameras here. 10 total, or actually 11 total, including the one at the gate.
Yeah.
But when you see it there on the monitor, you really need that many because there's just
a lot of balconies. It's a big property,
and around the corner everywhere. So.
And this buyer too is going to be a very private buyer that wants that security for their family and all of that.
Yeah.
And we'll show you where the brain of the system is as well, so you can see the Okay, so under the stairs here, we have a nice little closet. This will be like the study or office. And so he has the server rack, nice shorter one that that fits all the way back. And
down there, you can see all my cables coming out. But this is set up so we can pull this out, and then we got access on all 4 sides of it. You configure everything, and then it rolls back to the back there, so you can still use underneath there.
Yeah, and if you wanted to, you know, this has a lock on it, this door has a lock on it, the house itself has a lock on it. You could do a UPS drive, so that way, if anybody snips the power to the house, you still have cameras active. I mean, the technology nowadays is pretty freaking amazing. On what if they, I mean, if they cut the internet, you'd be toast though, right?
So the nice thing is this right now, all the cameras right here are just recording locally on this server. So even without internet, they're still going to record here.
Okay.
You're not going to be able to see it remotely, but it's still going to work.
Perfect. So at least you have record of it in here.
Yeah.
And if you have that UPS drive or battery, then it's got power. So as long as that's juiced, and that's fantastic. Okay.
Yep. Right now it's a mess, but yeah, this is a doorbird system that's not the one that's out here, because this one doesn't have
the keypad or the
the keypad exactly.
Yeah.
But I just have it plugged in AVR to make sure it works.
Okay.
Basically, that's kind of how it's going to be. But somebody rings it, and then pops up
go
on
to
your
the phone.
You can
That's awesome.
Phone, but then it's also recording here. So this I like because it integrates.
It's super awesome. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. And this is like the display you're going to see in the kitchen with all that.
That's rad.
It's just my little test monitor to try stuff out.
Oh yeah, man.
So right here, this little cutout here, the metal fab guys have welded this in for me. I have the back box for my intercom that's gonna sit right here. And then this is a motorized strike that's gonna go inside the frame of it. So basically when you come here, you're a guest, you hit the doorbell, the person's able to see you from the monitor inside the kitchen, talk to you from their phone, and then, or from one of the keypads by the front door or upstairs, talk to you, buzz you in. So you got lots of ways to let somebody in. If you're not home, you can do it from your phone.
Remotely, yeah.
Remotely.
And then if you have a code, you enter your code and it zaps
like
you
a
in.
delivery guy, you can put it in like the FedEx or the Amazon Prime app, a code for them, they type in, unlock, so they can leave your package right here.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, you just go in the app.
And then you put a code, so they just look at the address.
Exactly. So when they get the address, they pull up, and it's nice.
I always wondered that, yeah.
Otherwise, like you leave your package
here,
right here,
it's stolen, yeah.
You know, nobody's home during the week. Everybody's buying everything online. This way, this guy doesn't have like access to your house, but he can just unlock the gate. You know, set it there. You got cameras recording him the whole time.
Yeah.
You know, showing that he didn't go inside or do anything else. And then it actually shows you in the Doorbird app what code was entered at what time, so you have a record.
Oh, that's fantastic, yeah. Yeah, so we have a big pivot gate here going in, just like the front door. It's a nice big pivot gate, so it's a nice big boss gate right when you come in. It's quite the entrance, especially with these cascading stairs coming down. This is quite the estate, yeah. That's fantastic. Good job, brother. Thank you. And he communicated really well with the metal fab guy, so that way the strike and everything is in touch. He ran all of his wires here, conduit underneath the ground, straight to where it needs to go, and then the concrete guy came right on top of him and did his thing, and so it worked out like magic.
Gotta be planned, because otherwise you do all this concrete work.
You do it backwards, it's
and
not.
You call somebody, you're like, hey, we want a gate, or we want an intercom.
Yeah.
It's too late, everything's already here.
Yep.
I can't run my cables.
Yeah, came out nice, man.
Yep. Planning, a little bit of planning, never hurts, right?
All right, we are at the next stop now. This is the Truce property. It's a duplex in North Hollywood. This is my duplex, me and my partner, and we're just checking on progress. I'm shooting for 2.5 weeks to finish on this. I know it's gonna be a little aggressive, but as long as I control the trades and make sure that we get everybody working on top of each other, we can achieve it. Everything on the outside, it's already scratched and browned, ready for the last coat of stucco. Then that's done. Just painting the fascia, I think they already started. The roof on his house is fine, didn't need to be replaced. And let's just go check in on things and see how the trades are coming along. Okay, this is the rental property that we're keeping. The front house is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath. The back house is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. And each of them have a little bonus kind of like office / shed space. I'll show you in a second. But we're to the point now where the kitchen cabinets go in, flooring goes in. We need to float the floors a little bit before we put those in so it's nice and level. Walls are already skimmed. They just need to be painted, finished electrical put in, and we're done here. We did all new electrical, all new plumbing. The house is basically going to be virtually brand new once we're done here. You know, we're going to ask probably $3,500 for the front house and then maybe $3,000 for the back house. Hopefully we'll get those numbers and we'll keep this long term. I'll probably have this for 30 years. I don't know, unless we decide to sell at some point. But let's pop in, check out the rooms and show you the back house too. Here's a little bonus space that I was talking about. It was just a shed, but it's a good sized shed, so I dropped the wall in between it so the back house gets half of it and the front house gets half of it. It has electrical already. I'm just gonna put you know, a little office set up there when I stage it. They can use it as office or storage, whatever, up to them. But if they want to get away from the front house and just kind of get back here and work, little workstation, they can do that. All right, thing I like most about this property is that both houses are completely separate. That's off of Troost. This one's off the back alley. Both have the trash guys that go down each side, so they never even have to see each other. They can live completely independent from each other and rent it to 2 separate families or whoever we rent it to. The back house is pretty much same condition. They're skimming the walls right now, getting ready for paint. Okay, next on the stop on this list is the Vineland property. This is me and my partner's property behind us. We bought this single family home about 6 months ago and have been going through the planning process. It's a single family home. We're gonna build 3 units on it. A duplex in the front and a single family home in the back. There's alley access in the back of the property, and so it's a good sort of flow and easy to access and park back there. We're gonna have a garage with a structure above it. But we were Airbnb-ing this property up until I think a couple days ago. I just destaged it. I must have just missed my crew, so there's no more furniture here. And now we are ready to demo it and start construction. We are RTI, which means ready to issue on the permits and ready to build. So we're going to be building here real soon, probably in a couple weeks, and demoing it maybe next week. So I'm just checking on it and make sure everything looks good. I thought we're gonna be rocking and rolling and documenting this the full journey. So stay tuned for this. Okay, we're on the back side of the Vineland property right now in the alley. It's a nice wide alley, and it's going to make for a great second entrance to the house. Again, parking is going to be back here above the parking sort of structure. Garage is going to be 1 unit, 1 3-bedroom unit. I'll insert some plans so you can check out what is going to be here. It's good that we have the cinder block walls already up. We have a pedestrian gate over here as well as the regular gate. So very little infrastructure change back here, and also during construction, nice security so we don't have to put a green fence or any of that kind of stuff. Wide enough berth so we can get, you know, tractors and things like that in here. And yeah, I'm super excited about this. I think we have the right crew in place, and it should go really quick. On a side note, I had this property, like I said, Airbnb'd for a while, and the regulations of Airbnb have changed to where now you can only do long-term rentals, 31 days or more, like full months, and at that point you have rental rights and those sort of regulations. If you want to short-term rent your place, you have to apply with the city and get approved. It's a whole ordeal, and it has to be your primary residence. So it's kind of like, for me, I was just waste, like trying to buy some time while the plans were being approved. This one took a little longer than normal, but at the same time we had it rented, so there was like no hurry. We're planning it with a couple other properties that we have at the same time. But now it's time to push forward fast and get this puppy developed so we can put it on the market for rent and keep it. We're keeping this puppy too. So 3 units here, 2 at the last property, and another 5 at the one we're gonna go to next. We're gonna check on that. My crew's over there removing all the furniture too. We stopped the Airbnb on that, I think, last week. And we're gonna be, that one is probably a month behind this one. We're still at the latter stages of the planning process on the other property, but let's go there next and check it out. All right, we're here at the Hinz property. My guys just gutted the Airbnb supplies and stuff from this one. We shut that off about a week ago, and now we are building 5 units on this lot. It is a corner lot right here in the heart of NoHo, right down the street from NoHo West. Big development, hot area. We're gonna keep this property, refinance and keep it after we build it. So we're gonna demo it here pretty soon. We're about 2 weeks out from not approved plans, but RTI plans, which means we could build at that point. Shovel ready, and so we're going to be demoing this real soon, and I'll show you some plans of what we are planning to build, and you'll be seeing a lot more of this in the vlog, so stay tuned. All right, we are just around the corner, so I thought I'd stop in and check on the Radford property. If you remember from a past episode, we wholesaled this property to one of my developer clients and friends, Devin, and they're cranking along, man. They're almost done. As you can see, this is the corner lot. I believe he has 2 duplexes that are both 2 units each, and then also down the street, wedged in between, he has another 4. So let's go check those out real quick too. Brett's gonna be listing these properties pretty soon. It looks like they're almost finished with them. Not too much further along. This is a duplex, and then in the back is another duplex. So this corner lot has 4 units, and the other 2 lots down the way have also 4 units each. All right, guys, just a whole lot of running around today. I hope you enjoyed the content, and there's gonna be a lot of cool stuff to come. Remember, design, invest, and repeat.